I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use. That's the spirit. Dive right in with both feet first. It's not that difficult a system, and you seem bright enough to figure it out. Are you ready to... Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast.
Focus.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally, I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential.
That really was a fantastic bout!
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try... I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher match. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Focus. Long sword.
Legendary strike.
Focus. 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 Focus.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you. And now I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to disconstructulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han. Are you ready?
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Long sword.
Legendary strike.
Focus. Long sword.
Legendary strike.
Are you ready to... Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A chance to leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Han.
Focus. 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 Focus.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kai Lan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is the next champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kylon couldn't leave the arena alone. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild. Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kylon. Kylon oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace. He has a distinct interest in the... He retired... He has become... The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kylon sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fight.
Well done! That fight was much better than this one. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need? Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more... I want the very abacuses of heaven to rattle with the name Raging Dragon. So I prepared something memorable. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the great southern forest. Are you... Excellent.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Legendary strike.
That was a good start to the Bronze Division. Though... Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest... Are you... Next.
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Fantastic! A test of speed?
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Kui. I have a message for Raging Dragon. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested in... The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced.
Ah, well, yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter specially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal mech. I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division champion. I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it. Are you ready? Excellent.
Many of you are asking yourselves why the Serpent would return to the ring. Am I not retired? Yes. But does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No! You've all seen the fury and the intense focus of Raging Dragon in the ring. Now, it's time. And so, the Serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you evil and terror incarnate.
Focus. Legendary strike. Focus. Legendary strike. Focus.
That was an exceptional fight. I haven't seen demons in the ring before. No one questions your skills. That is why you were allowed to fight that beast. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next... I understand, and it is never my intent. Go, speak with him now.
From what I know of them, the guild doesn't usually... conduct business this openly, or in such elegance.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you... To turn down an invitation of this nature would be both impolite and unwise. Fortunately for you, my employer, Kylon the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxicant arts. Lin, this is Raging Dragon, the fighter we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
Not even if it offers you a chance at the Bronze Division Crimson Kana's rise to Bronze Division champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares. The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the Guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana. If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for it.
This Kana woman would appreciate knowing what you have learned.
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
Tha'awir nis tu kuiruk. Ayer fun. Soir irwu nisir tintina yewir. Wafun. Wo nisir wir uk nokuna fifir. Patier. Soir uyufwis patuyer? Uksayer kun ni kakno aku kwawir fuisir aku fagita. Uksayer caritas funir sisayer ir furk tatasir ir karano. Uksier watawafu niye floto usoso. Wono wiri fuiro parir noka sisayer na wur. Waka wo na wir sawir sansi noka ukamapir. Nara wir wo ifuir uksunurk. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do. Are you ready?
The challenger for the Bronze Division, Crimson Kana, must fend off Raging Dragon.
Storm Dragon. Focus. Paralyzing Power. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Paralyzing Power. Legendary Strike. Paralyzing Power. Legendary Strike. Stone Wall. Focus. You're going down! Legendary Strike! Long Sword! Paralyzing Palm! Legendary Strike! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike!
Kana's winning streak has been broken. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
Wo sayer pinir so.
Come now. The arena works on a strictly regenerated payment system for... I'm sorry, but now that... When you walk the...
Wo nikfra for wo. Ukwiro ni sayer tatasiyer yu. Wo nawir siyer fu ni winyanakan. Sata kwa wir ni wo sawir sawawira suir cook. Wo sawayer nota ukrafo ni ahawafa son siyer tuya. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasieruk. On we pifir. Wo sawire noka uk raproni apawafa sonsier tuirwo. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawie. Tier nik puntuir, poir nokauk, soyer takitir noni.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What? Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this serpent has decided to keep your career interesting. A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier visit.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Longsword, focus. Focus. Legendary strike. You won't see me coming!
Another demon falls! Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. You have already been granted access to the back room. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for...
We should have told you that Kylon will only see...
This is almost sad. Am I truly so threatening to the mighty Kylon the Serpent? Regardless...
It is vital that we talk a moment. You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. It was a rewarding experience for us. You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future. Indeed. Of course, every match you face in the arena has you working for me. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Kui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities. Come now. We're above court. The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen. I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people. Did you? An interesting claim. And one I'm not sure I believe. You don't match the description. If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know what? He has good reason not to tell you about this part of his admittedly spotty past. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public. If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely. You place yourself in a precarious position, my young friend. I would hate to see your career stagnate. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Ah! Damn you, serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, World. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important. Look, you can't trust Kylon. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail!
Focus. Paralyzing Paw. Legendary Strike. Paralyzing Paw. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Paralyzing Paw. Storm Dragon. Longsword. Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Stone Immortal. Focus. You're going down! Focus. 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 Legendary Strike. Focus.
He fought like a monster for a little guy. Good point, but he was particularly plucky. It's nice when they stick around longer so you can practice your move. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kai Lan's thugs, you know. Not at all. Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kai Lan were there, and Lucky Cho too, but he was just a runt back then. My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him. Raging Ox was one of Kai Lan's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kai Lan approached me first, and when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. When Ox joined up with Kai Lan, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild on the side. He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kai Lan, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kai Lan's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kai Lan's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kai Lan was, convince him to leave. But Kai Lan was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood. Kai Lan just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year. You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kai Lan's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next... What? This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves them. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but... Are you... X...
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own, and ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
slashing blades, and deadly grace.
Focus. Longsword, stone focus. Legendary strike. Paralyzing pulse. Stone immortal. Legendary strike. Paralyzing pulse. You're going down. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike. Paralyzing palm. Legendary strike. Spirit thief. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Paralyzing palm. Legendary strike. Paralyzing palm. You can't. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lack poison-coated. The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my... Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apology. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message. You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place. We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as Golem. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the Army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your...
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Longsword. Focus.
You're too slow.
Focus.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you. I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire. I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the Outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear it's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. But you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Once in a lifetime does a single person throw the grand institution of the arena into such disarray. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you. Excellent.
Iron Soldier has faced all comers, but how will the Silver Champion fare against Raging Dragon?
Focus. Paralyzing. Legendary strike. Long sword. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. You're going down. Paralyzing paw. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Focus.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him. From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive. I know. Now that you're first, that is some excellent. Follow me.
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it. Yet.
Focus. Paralyzing paw. You can't keep up. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Paralyzing paw. Legendary strike. Paralyzing paw. Legendary strike. Paralyzing paw. Legendary strike. Focus. Long sword. You're too slow. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. Long sword. You can't keep up. Focus. Focus. Legendary strike. Paralyzing pole. Legendary strike. Paralyzing pole. Legendary strike. You're going. Storm Dragon. Paralyzing pole. Legendary strike. Paralyzing pole. Legendary strike.
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable. But I've never put... That was exactly how I wanted your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Rabbit. I was going to do something different, but I've had a request from the Sung Brothers. They said that there's been an affluence of the Fates and a remergence. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if they want to face you, then I have to honor their request. Besides, defeating them is important to your career. I require that any fighter who wishes to face the Ravager be able to... Well, at least not before the gong stops ringing, at any rate. The brothers are ready if you are. Excellent. Follow me.
Speed, might, and magic will be needed to defeat these brothers three.
Focus. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. You're too strong. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Focus. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Reaping Tide. You can't. Storm Dragon. Reaping Tide. Storm Dragon. Reaping Tide.
Three opponents at once, all of them exceptionally skilled. I thought no one could impass them, but you have. Defeating their combinated might has... You pull in the egregious crowds, it's true, but I can't just... Now, I want to give you a shot at the chance. I'm going to hold an event so huge that it will rock. You will be a man alone against a rushing wave. You must stand against the...
Time to take you down a peg.
I think it's going to be a fun challenge. You might even survive if you pace your...
The concept is simple. You will be the first. Excellent.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
Focus. Legendary strike. Reaping Focus. Staff.
Hapless Hand enters the fray!
Storm Dragon. Reaping Tiger. Focus. Staff. Staff.
What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens?
Legendary strike. Focus. Reaping Tiger. I'm too much for you. Focus.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
Stone Mortar. Spirit Thief.
How long can one warrior last, battling a tide of foe?
Legendary strike. Spirit Thief.
In this battle, Sun Bull enters alone. His speed is unmatched.
Leaping Tiger.
The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring. The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Your loss aside, that was an amazing match. The crowd's clamoring for more, and they want you front and center. We'll try it again when you're ready. I want to give you a shot at the championship. I really do. I need to... As a...
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
Staff.
Hapless Hand enters the fray.
Horse demon form.
What is the later foe? Exhaustion or a fiend falling from the heavens?
Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Staff. Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon.
How long can one warrior last, battling a tide of foes?
Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike.
For this battle, Sun Go enters alone. His speed is unmatched.
Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon.
The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring.
Spirit Thief. Legendary Strike.
The Master of Mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Spirit Thief. Horse demon form. Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Stone and Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Horse demon form. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. You can't keep up. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike.
You have just emerged the victor from a multitudinous concretion of raw fighting talent. The crowd loves you, and you have proven yourself enough in my eyes. No other fighter stands a chance against the Ravager. But you must think of your safety. The Ravager strikes with such power that even the wards of this arena may not be enough to save you. Your match could end in death. It almost happened when Sung Bu faced him alone, and he was the last opponent to tackle the champion alone. The Ravager grows more fierce with each fight, as if time were making him stronger. If you face him, we may not be able to end the match in time. It is that time. I merely want you to think. Your match could end in death. The Ravager. Excellent.
This fight will not happen. This fighter is not worthy. The Ravager will not waste time with one so new to the ring. One must face the test of time to even challenge. Good people, I do this for you. Would you have an unproven whelp as your champion? As the Empire's champion? Dragon, 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 dragon. Silent! You have spoken, and I have heard. Your will be...
Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Horse Demon Form. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Focus. Staff. Storm Dragon. Horse Demon Form. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Focus. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. You're going down. Focus. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Staff. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. You're too slow.
If you have even the tiniest bit of sense, Whirlwind, you'll realize that you should thank me.
What have you done to my brother?
Your brother was a useful tool. After you cut him down while he defended me, I decided it would be too much bother to let him go. In the process, I saved you from charges of fratricide. And so the Ravager was born. The perfect, unquestioning enforcer of my will, and I owe it all to you, Whirlwind.
I should kill you here and now, but first...
You have done nothing. I still took your brother.
And I took him back and repaid the favor.
You will not be champion. This is my arena. I invoke the right of challenge. As an ex-champion, I will return and stake my claim upon this place. Tradition supports my right.
But the right of challenge hasn't been used in hundreds of years.
Very well. You need not accept the precedents and traditions that make this empire great, Queen. Instead, accept that my men will kill you if you dare contradict me again. So, Stripling, what do you say? Are you prepared to suffer at my hands, or will you walk away and die the tenfold deaths of the cow?
No, you are not the current champion, Serpent. My brother was, and now my friend is. All you are, magician, is mine. Allow me to accept his challenge on your behalf, Master. I will not fail you, and I know my brother's spirit will be satisfied if I take this jab.
Never. I will not allow a substitution of the sword.
They do have the right, Serpent. You substituted the demon in place of one of your guild men. You set the precedent yourself.
Damn you all. Fine. I will fight the shaved bear. It will be a pleasure. Speak with Kui when you're ready. Until then, I will prepare.
This has all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask for a champion all this time. Do you know how many rules and regulations that breaks? It's a mockery of the entire arena, and Kai Lan and his thugs are to blame. But you can stop him. I need you to see this through to the end. I need that man stopped before he destroys 1,000 years of gratification. Your friend is ready to fight. When he was here before, he was always ready. Tell him to be careful. Kai Lan is not easily defeated. Are you ready? Excellent.
The Black Whirlwind returns to the ring to face the Serpent! Might meets magic!
Well, I know it's anticlimactic, but you did earn it. Congratulations, champion. I wish that I had another dozen fighters who could rise through the ranks with your alacrity. I will not dishonor you with appearing to those who cannot match your skill. In time, someone will come along, but I suspect your equal will not be manifesting anytime soon. Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know, but
It would be hard to find anyone in this city who does not recognize our new champion on this day. We have met before, but right now, I represent the... I want what you want. We had to address the issue of Kailan sooner or later. His open policy did not fit well with our philosophy of discretion. His power ran deep. He would have taken our organization even further down Gao the Greater's path had word of a new contestant not reached. Indeed. Then you will be happy to know of the Guild's decision. We no longer want a stake in the proceedings in the arena. With Kailan and Gao the Greater gone, let us just say that cooler heads prevail. The current sentiment in the Guild is that the Lotus Assassins have become more trouble than our alliance with them is worth. Thus, we propose a truce. Your feud, or whatever it was, with Kailan died with him. The Guild will not trouble you or this place if you will not trouble us. Then you would have to find us, and we are notoriously difficult to ferret out. Consider it a task for which I do not believe you have the time. What is there to refuse? We simply ignore each other from here on out. This is not a choice. It is information I am giving to you for free. Pray it stays that way. Our business is concluded. If you will excuse a moment, part of my duties involved keeping an eye on Raging Dragon, and I had the envy of many others for such an assignment. Masterful fighting, I must. We will not speak of this again. Consider me nothing more than Sweet Poison Lin from this point on.
They say you're in good with the Guild. You're allowed into the back rooms where I have a favor to ask of you when you have a moment. I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished... Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back. You're not here to play? I know you're allowed to go freely into the back room past Kui's office. There's a merchant in the back named Sweet Poison Lin. I want to expand my operation, but without the Guild's approval and protection, I can only take very small bets. If I made any larger I spoke to... If you could go in there and pay her on my... I would never do that. I'd be shut down or worse in a heartbeat. And there's too many people who'd happily report the infraction to Sweet Poison. The Guild rewards those who can prove that people in my position aren't playing by their rules. You should run back there.
What do you need? Dao Shen? He has angled for a long time for our permission to run a larger game. He's honest to a fault. I was wondering if he'd be resourceful enough. One of my associates has already told him of the cost. His payment? Good. Give it to me, and I'll send someone to go discuss the new terms of his operation. Now, back to our business. Magical enhance.
Before you say a thing, fantastic news! I can up the bets! Now you can wager. Thank you again for paying the fee from your own silver. Here's your repayment and a little extra for your time. 1,000 thanks to you. I promise to use your generous gift wisely. Now that we can play for larger bets, what say we set up a game? Thanks again for all your help. Be seeing you around, I hope.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassin. With the recommendation of the Executioner, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not...
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know. But his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he.
You don't know what they are capable of.
The matter is settled. Go sulk in the corner like you're accustomed to doing.
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassin so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at last. Now I see how the child left her little village. She has some spirit in her after all. But I'm sure you can appease her. You've already gained the recommendation of the Lotus Assassin execution. You could also seek out the Inquisitor and gain his recommendation as well, but the path to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is ready for you now.
And after we find the evidence against Death's Hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
I promise, little Dawnstar. After we get what I want from the Lotus Assassins, the palace is the first place we will go. You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's Hand that they might notice something is wrong. You don't want too much fuss. You'll only bring the place down on yourself.
Sagacious Zoo has knowledge of the inside. At least he seems to... Where is he?
Well, you should be more careful of who you trust. That is true. I wouldn't trust any of the ragged homeless you have collected. No offense meant to those of you who are actually homeless, Dawnstar. If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer our concern.
Zoo would not turn on it.
The Lotus Assassin Fortress is in the far end of the necropolis. They shouldn't give you any trouble. Just appear confident as you enter. Everything is in place. I'll have my evidence against Death's Hand soon enough. Oh, and you'll have access to your Master Li as well. I don't want you to think I have forgotten your need.